And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The temperatures will be noticeable, yet the roof is wide open. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod in this one, Ryan Wu.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ready to go now. Leading off, Gleyber Torres. That catches the zone for a strike, and we are underway. That one catches the zone. That is strike two. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike three. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. He was late there, strike one. Carpenter, 27 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field's that second hot corner, in my opinion.
That's the ball. 2-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Strike one.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty. That one just misses, and the count's even at 2. Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the side in the first. And we're back. Now, Julio Rodriguez. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Right through there for a strike.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Next offering misses, and the count 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Cal Raleigh stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And he dodges that fastball. 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third, the left
Now it's
fielder,
Randy Arozarena.
Arozarena.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
1 strike.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Second inning set to go. Now the third baseman, Riley Green. Woo back to work. Clips the corner. 0-1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Two and 1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Off the mark there. And a full count now.
2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out. Base is empty. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field.
Batting 6.
So a man at first. And up next for Detroit, Javier Baez. That misses the zone. 1-0.
1 ball. No
Keith,
strike.
the base runner at first with 1 out. Raley makes the grab for the 2nd out. Zach McKinstry will hit next. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And the sweeper catches the plate.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And that one hammered. That's back.
That ball's way back and goal. Zach McKinstry touching ball.
It's 2-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. And that is out of play. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the 2nd. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back at T-Mobile Park, the batter now, Jorge Polanco. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That one miss.
One strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope.
Can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
With the defense in the shift, that's wide open to anyone that wants to take it, and he did. You still have to execute it, though. You got to take your time, make sure you get it down. That was nice.
Luke Raley in the box now. No balls and a strike. Called strike right there. Flaherty a move to first. Polanco back in his stomach. The 0-2. He goes down looking.
Standing there on the house of the side of the room.
And now J.P. Crawford. Check swing. He went. That's strike one.
One strike.
He won.
Late with the swing there.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And he deals. That misses. Now 1-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Rowdy Tellez at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back in Seattle, on to the third inning. And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Dylan Dingler.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Wastes no time there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here is Gleyber Torres. And a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Dingler aboard here at first with nobody out. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. That one ripped right center field. That's back. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Pulls that one foul. 2 outs. So Torque takes the win. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the rookie third baseman, Ben Williamson. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
There's a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. And now Miles Mastrobuoni. Just missed.
1-0.
Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, Tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
And there's a foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
2 strike.
And that just misses. Gets the bunt down the right side. He's safe on with a bunt single. Back to the top of the Seattle order. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Right through there for a strike. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. Bunts it straight back to the mound. Goes to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. That's in there. And that is strike one. Flaherty a move to first. Rodriguez back on a dive. Rodriguez off of first with 2 away.
1-1.
In the dirt. And that's outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. And that one is in for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. That's way outside. Ball 1. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1 strike. That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
2-1.
And an excellent job keeping it right there. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Check on the runner. Raleigh back in on a dive.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. On to the 4th. Here's Riley Green.
The third baseman, Riley Green.
There's a strike.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And he chases that one. Strikeout number 8. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And that's down, a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Back-to-back singles. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Move to second. Next to hit, Zach McKinstry. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. He's in there.
Nicely done. Brings home two. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 6-0.
And your Tigers are just snapping
and
on
next to
me.
hit for Detroit, Dylan Dingler. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Dingler measures 6 feet.
Quit.
I'd rather look up at the homie than give all my brain to a bird. I'm sipping this cup till I'm numb. I'm trying to disguise all the hurt. I know this shit killing my lungs. I see niggas die by the word. Top down, I'm a Chevy. I'm serving down there.
2 inches, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Slice to right, and foul ball. 4 runs already in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup, Gleyber Torres getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So
he'll do it himself, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mariners, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think
and that one moves his feet. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Throw on to Torkelson, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. So digging in, Luke Raley. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
The batter, number 3.
And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Torkelson, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back at T-Mobile Park, digging in, Spencer Torkelson. And there's a strike.
Well, these Tigers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. That one 95 to finish him off. Next is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Baez. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Keith off of first with 2 away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And there's one down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Williamson now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. The Mariners with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. On the inside corner for called strike 3. And up next for Seattle, Miles Mastrobuoni. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Puts a bunt down. Torres. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
The center fielder, number 44.
So the lineup flips over. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That one fouled off. 2 outs. Rips that one center field. Takes a tumble and hangs on. All set for the top of the 6th. And now, Zach McKinstry. Snyder back to work. And the sweeper misses.
1-0.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That misses the zone. Full count now. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Trey Sweeney digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Pitching for the Mariners, number 46, Trent.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
0-1.
And ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Dylan Dingler.
No. foul.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
0-2.
Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Back in Seattle, bottom of the 6th inning. And now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. On the ground, out to short. On to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now
Randy
batting,
Arozarena up next for the Mariners.
Arozarena.
Foul ball there.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That smash towards center. Corrals it. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. The Tigers up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Fought off foul. That one to first, and it goes just foul. On the ground to first, and that's a foul ball. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's
now
true.
The left fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Now the left fielder, Kerry Carpenter. 0-1. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Here comes Torque to the plate.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
That missed by a lot. And 1-1. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Luke Raley.
The right fielder, Luke Raley.
That one drilled left field. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next offering is in for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout.
Baseman,
and now it's Rowdy Tellez.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Williamson at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity.
And that one gets away at the plate. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher if you're the runner.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Next
2-0.
pitch, not close, up high.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Strike.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Been a pretty rough game at the plate for him so far. A bunch of strikeouts, so that felt good, I'm sure. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Just missed. Green gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is downstairs.
2-1.
There's a strike. Hit on the ground, might be 2. 1 at second. Tellez, 2.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Baez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-2.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Miles Mastrobuoni. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Just missed.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball right side and foul ball. That one almost got him.
Ball 3. 3-2.
And they'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Rodriguez stands in now, looks at that one inside. That misses, and now 2-0.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Dives for it, but it gets down for a knock. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Mastrobuoni coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing. Nice.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Bailey Horn.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Stepping in, Cal Raleigh. That's in there. Nobody out. Runner at first. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Makes the grab, one away. So a man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. Gone! He flexes his power with that swing. It's 6-3. So one out, nobody on. Next to hit, Jorge Polanco. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Still only one out here in the inning. Next pitch is downstairs. Swings and misses. Now 2 away.
The right fielder, number 20.
So 2 down now, and here is Luke Raley, 1 for 3. And he swings through that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Strike 2. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Lays down a bunt to the right side. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
The batter, number 3.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball over to Torres, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Zach McKinstry. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Barehand grab, throw to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. And here is Trey Sweet. The Tigers going with a pinch hitter, Andy Ibanez. A runner at first for him, nobody out. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. Now the catcher up to hit, Dylan Dingler.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he swings over the top there.
He has a tendency to chase out of his zone, and that slider that's down.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back at T-Mobile Park. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tommy Kahnle.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Man at first, nobody out. Now at the plate, Ben Williamson. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Bunted back towards the mound. To second. Pulls him off the bag. So up next, Miles Mastrobuoni. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
Late swing, foul to the left. With the tying run at the plate, we're in the last half of the 9th inning. Bunts it towards the mound. Barehands it. Tough play to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Corner infielders up on the grass here, just in case they try a squeeze play. And now here is Julio Rodriguez. Baez brings it in, and that is a big first out. And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh.
Well, if he gets the save here, he's going to have earned it. Just getting through this hitter is going to be a challenge enough.
That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And a count 1-2. So they're all loaded up. A bunt, and it's popped up.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Swings through that.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Puts a bunt down. Throws the first in time. Now 2 away as they get a run across. So last chance for the Mariners. And here is Jorge Polanco down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run.
1-0.
This one in the dirt. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. The winning run on second base. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
And that's a little bit high. 2-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
2-2.
Canely is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, you can call it goal line defense. You got the tying run at third, the winning run at second base. All it would take is a bloop to win this ball game for the other team. But somehow, pitcher managed to make his pitch. They got through this
just
one.
like this whole ass game.
Very great win. Heartbreaking on one
I hate
side.
this game.
Exhilarating on the other side.
6-5 the final here today.
Good night to all.
Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi.